Hi, my name is Kathleen Zemansky. I'm a business Feng Shui master, astrologer, and the creator of the TimeBlazr, which is a favorable timing system to trigger that energy to get you on the right track. But today, I'm going to talk about astrology. So, the first thing that we're going to want to do is head on over to looking at this chart. So I know that there's a lot of information on this chart, so I'm just going to take you over just to the natal chart because this is the piece that I really want you to focus on. And this is what you were born with. And even though you were born with whatever mix of the elements and animals that you have, everyone has a year of birth, a month of birth, a day of birth, and an hour of birth. And they all mean significant things from a business perspective. Obviously, yes, they have also a personal perspective, but I really do focus on business. So when we're looking at a professional chart, we want to know what's trending in their chart. We want to know when there's going to be the highs. That's when you take really the most concerted action. When there's going to be low, this might be the time that you're going to be do more R&D or uh, you know content creation, that kind of thing. So this is a really important thing for you to understand. So when things are good, that's when you go forward without hesitation. You go, obviously, with a good plan. But when things are challenging, that's when you need to take a step back. And so this is a chart that we know with certainty this system has been around for thousands and thousands of years because it's based on Chinese astrology. And we're looking at the 5 elements of your chart. So when we look at your year of birth, we are looking at your marketing, we're looking at your networking. This is your networking pillar. And if there was ever a time in our history of the internet and all of that, we are able to network around the world right now at this very moment. So you can be crossing borders because of what's in your natal chart, and the year of birth is going to signify that. And a lot of people stop there. They think their year of birth, it's a fun little thing that they know about, and they read it on in the newspaper or something like that. But if you really want to get serious about this methodology, and you're going to be interfacing your good business plan and marketing plan along with the side that is the more energetic side, so it's the yin and yang of you and yourself as a business person, this is where it's going to really help you. All right, so what else can it do for you? This is about your branding. So, is it a year that you should be rebranding, or is it a year where you should be focusing more on your social media, for example, or your blogging or speaking engagements, things like that? What is the main way that you're going to be bringing business into your life? Now, this isn't just for entrepreneurs. It's also if you are employed by somebody. This is also your, the people that your core workers and things like that. That's where this year of birth. These are the people that you might see them every day, but it is not necessarily the close knit family, if you will. All right, now if you're looking at your month of birth, the month of birth really is about your capacity in your workspace. Like, how far can you go, what you're best suited at doing, those kinds of things. It is also about your character. So there's going to be times, even within every single year, we're going to have things like clashes and punishments and combinations and all of those kinds of things that we go through each and every year. But there's going to be certain times of your life where that influence is going to be a little bit stronger. For example, it is the year of the ox. We are officially in the year of the ox. So this person with this chart that we're showing you right now, there's a goat located in that pillar, and each one of these elements and animal on top is called a pillar. So this person may be changing jobs this year. because this is a clash situation. It could mean that they're finding a different job. It could mean that their character is going to be changing. So these are some of the things that if you know them in advance, you're not so blindsided by the universe that like, what the heck just happened here? That you either, lost your job, or you got demoted or something like that. But it also could mean that you have big breakthroughs. So I am not afraid of a clash at all. There's other combinations that I'm a little bit more cautious around, but I actually embrace a clash because it brings change, and I actually embrace change and the opportunities to get to new clients and things like that. Okay, so now your day of birth is about you. This is the one pillar that we are very strongly aligned with, because it is really about you, your personal growth, your mindset. And I have said this for many, many years, that I believe that one of the reasons why people have problems in their life is because their mindset is what's holding them back. Because the opportunities are out there, but we worry, we procrastinate. Those are all things that we have control over, even though we might be blaming it on outside circumstances. Now, outside circumstances are very important. And when you do look at the chart, the outside circumstances, like, for example, these lockdowns that we've been in for so long, and we're starting to open up a little bit, but there's still going to be waves with that going throughout this year. But the year and month are your the external forces that sometimes we have no control over. We didn't have control over what happened last year. What we do have control over is how we handled last year, or how you are currently handling the situation. So that's what your day of birth is about. It's really about taking ownership about what you can do, and don't be repelling things that are coming your way. Okay. All right. And it is also about your partnerships, mostly intimate partnerships, but it can work for business partnerships as well. Your hour of birth is about your legacy. It is about your life purpose. That's another way of looking at it. And it's also about your goals. This is your goal pillar. It's really going to help you understand the things that you really are striving to do in this lifetime, and in any particular year as well. It will tell you, is it going to be an easier year to achieve those goals, or is it going to be, again, one of those years where you're maybe laying some foundational pieces to get things done? But the hour of birth, the last thing I want to tell you about the hour of birth, it's about your investments and how it would be best to use your money that you have accumulated over your lifetime. And let's face it, a lot of people got completely wiped out last year because of the external circumstances that were happening. And for those of you who have gone through that, believe me, I went through this a few years back when we had the downturn in the economy, especially in the US, but I think it was pretty global in 2008, 9, and 10. I went through a big wave of disruption, if you will. So I know exactly what it feels like to almost lose it all. So I also know that my mindset helped me get back in the right direction, and quite quickly. But I also had a lot of tools to work with as well. And I want to present these tools to you. So that actually leads me to why I am doing this particular series, is because I wrote a book, and it came out the beginning of January this year, and it's called Success Secrets for 2021 Metal Ox. And so I am starting a book club. And if you are interested in learning more about, well, that's actually for an astrology chart, which is also good. But this is the book that we are going to be focusing on for each and every month. And why am I doing it on a monthly basis? Is because each and every month we have great opportunities to help you make informed decisions, because each month, actually each and every day, we have a flux of energy. But I really want you to understand that I'm here to help you guide the information about your astrology chart. We're also going to be talking about your feng shui. We're going to be talking about favorable timing. Each and every month, I'm going to give you some good dates so you can trigger some energy to help you in the best way that I can help you on this level, as well as we're going to be doing Universal Gateway. And Universal Gateway, called Qimendunjia in Chinese, but it is a methodology that is going to help you access your universal intelligence. So this is a person, space, time, universe model. So it's a four-pronged model, and where you're going to get the most benefit is if you actually use all four pieces. So each and every month we're going to be doing that. And if you would like to join us, we're going to start this next Wednesday. And just go to www.metaloxbookclub.com. So that's right there on the screen. So just grab that URL. And the first month is absolutely free. So come check it out. There's nothing to lose there for you to come. And actually, you should be gaining quite a bit of information. So I'm going to keep going through the next couple of days. We're going to be talking a little bit about what's going to be happening, with the feng shui. I'm going to show you the feng shui dial. I'll do that on Monday, and then we will have another little recap on Tuesday. I'm going to show you the form that we're going to be working. It's a really wonderful form that each and every month it's going to be your tracking system. So if you're one of those that have been looking for a tracking system, and it's going to be fun, it's going to be interesting, and we're going to really dive into getting that. But you may also want to head on over to Amazon and just grab the Kindle version of the book, and so that will help you along. But even if you don't get the book, we are able to help you nonetheless. But you're going to get a more in-depth information if you do go ahead and purchase that very, very low buy-in book. So anyway, we hope to see you there. We'll see you next week. Have a lovely rest of your day, and we'll talk to you very soon. Be well, my friends. Bye-bye.